Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, September 5th. This is Flex Talk 204. Here's the quote. If the path before you is clear, you are probably on someone else's. We have been bouncing around all over the place the last 204 days. Look at this flow piece. Look at this. It's not very clear right there. If you are on this path and it's before you and it's clear, it probably usually means that you are following someone else's path. And I want to talk to you today about why that may not be the best thing for you. 2.5 years ago, when I started this thing called Flex Your Face as a Facebook page, my whole goal was simply to put some positivity out in the world. There was no path, there was no business plan, there was no idea of it being even a business. Good morning, Shay. Thanks for joining us. Good morning, Mary Marceau. Hope your foot is feeling better. Jessica Cassidy, Gina from Michigan, Julie from Rhode Island. Thank you so much for joining us. I just knew that I had to do something different. I wanted to surround myself with some amazing, positive people. I didn't really know how to do it, but I knew that a mentor of mine said, what you put out into the world is going to come back. So that's what we did. To this day, we continue to just keep adding fuel to the amazing bonfire that is the community of Flex Your Face. There was no plan of there being a university, and now we're planning to open up our second campus next year. There was no plan to speak in schools and businesses all over the country, yet we are growing and speaking all over the place, and it's amazing. There was no plan to have a brand ambassador team, and now we've grown to include people all over the world that are representing our mission in their community. Why am I telling you all this? The idea that we talk about all the time is there's so many people in this world. There's 7.4 billion people and the numbers are growing, but there is no one like you. Your path has to be paved by you. For example, I grew up, white picket fence family, 3 children. I'm the oldest of 3. Parents were amazing. All this stuff was lined up. And I started following this plan that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get good grades in school. You're supposed to go to a university. You're supposed to get good grades. It's supposed to be the best 4 years of your life. And then you're supposed to get a good job. And then you're supposed to work for 60 years. And then you're supposed to move to Florida. I was following this path. I'm not saying don't go to college. I'm not saying don't do all these things. But that path just wasn't for me. And I never took a big deep breath, and I never stepped back, and this was my fault alone. And I never said, what makes me happy? What makes me, Ryan, happy? And then pursue those things. It led me into the darkest parts of my life because when life threw curveballs, I did not know how to deal with those things. It wasn't until I stopped everything, took a big, giant, deep breath, and said, today is the only thing I'm going to focus on. What makes me happy? What reason is there today for me to smile? And then I started building from that. And to this day, I continue to do that. Good morning, Alice Eli. Good morning, Jan. Good to see you on here. I want you guys to think about your why. Your why has to be bigger than a paycheck. Why are you waking up in the morning? Why are you going to the job that you're going to? Why are you raising money? Why? Obviously, you need money to live in this world, but why are you doing it and how are you doing it? How you make your money. Gary Vee says this all the time. I love it. How you make your money is more important than how much money you make. What you're spending your time on every single day doing should be what you absolutely love. And if you don't know where to start, I'm going to give you a list of 9 things right here. Start with mastering acceptance. Acceptance for yourself, acceptance for the people around you, exactly who you are and exactly how they are for the people around you. Number 2, stay calm. Learn to tolerate uncomfortability. Number 3, be authentic and be you. Do not sacrifice who you are for 1 single second for anyone else in your life. Anyone. Not for me, not for your immediate family, not for anyone. Be exactly who you are, love exactly who you are for who you are, and then build from there. Number 4, believe in yourself. In 2016, there is so much opportunity to not only do what you love to do, but to make money doing what you love to do. The world is so connected, it is so tiny because of all the things that are available to us with technology, with communities, with the help out there. Be exactly who you are. Improvise. Be creative and flexible. Listen, we've had to improvise a ton with Flex Your Face. If something isn't working or we have a goal and we're not getting to our goal, we have to improvise and maneuver and shift, and we hit that goal every single time without question. Number 6, have gratitude. Do not sacrifice gratitude whatsoever. Be grateful for what you have as you pursue the things that you want. Number 7, find your why. I talked about it earlier. Find your why. If there's no other place to start other than finding a reason every single day, focus on putting so much effort into finding your why. It will drive you through the hardest times. When you find, here's my why. I have an unshakable belief, an undeniable belief that if you light enough fire in people's hearts in this world will change. And selfishly, I want to light so many fires in people's hearts so that they're happy and they're pursuing the things that they want, so that everyone around me is having a good time. Period. I like surrounding myself with happy people. And that's the next one. Surround yourself with amazing people by being amazing. And I'm not even saying walking down the street being like, hey, nice to everyone else, and getting fired up, which a lot of people joke about. That's what I do, but I enjoy doing. I'm talking about when it's you and you. Staring yourself in the mirror. Be amazing. Be there for yourself. And I promise you, the more you're there for yourself, the more that you love yourself, the more that you're having fun alone with yourself, the more you get comfortable in those situations. And that's what you're going to start putting out into the world, and those are the people you're going to be surrounding yourself with. I had late night dinner last night with some of the most amazing people in Portland, and I barely really knew any of them. The point was, I had one friend who's like, hey, come out and hang out with us. And then it was a collection of 10 people that were just having a blast and joking with each other, and some knew each other and some didn't, and some came in later. And it was just very genuine and real, and I love that. And that's because that's what I'm putting out into the world. And the very last one, you guys know, you get it. Find a reason. Find a reason every single day without question. Put in that hustle. Find a reason to flex your face every single day. And I promise you, as time goes on, as a couple days turns into a couple weeks, turns into a couple months, turns into a couple years, you are going to be amazed about how fulfilling your life is. And it's going to look so much different than you could have ever planned. I'm going to leave you with this. Do not miss out on something that could be so amazing because it's a little difficult to get there. Put in the hustle. Find a reason. Jennifer Toth. Find a reason, Mary Marceau. Find a reason, Julie. Find a reason, everyone that's on this feed. Find a reason to flex your face today and every single day. And it's going to be a very, very fulfilling life. Thank you so much for your time this morning. I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning.